Mhm. Oh my god, everything started up smoothly. Yay! Oh no, why isn't there a picture? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yay! Huh. Wow. I don't know how to feel. This was flawless. This is kind of weird. And for whoever clicks on this and sees this beginning part, you're going to be like, what is he talking about? What is this weirdo on about? Although I wish I could fix the camera lag. Mm. Well, only thing that's going to fix that is either a better camera or a better processor, which I can't afford either. But that is okay. Hopefully, someone shows up. Oh, and there someone did show up. Hello, doll. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope your day is going good, and thank you. It's a very comfortable shirt, no hoodie today. Oh, hello, Noella. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, so thank you guys for popping in for a bit. It's still morning time for me, only for about 15 more minutes, though, of course. I had a pretty decent breakfast. Actually, my mom, she surprised me for breakfast. She was very nice and she ordered me something to eat, which was very unexpected. And yeah, so it was awesome. Got the morning workout in. And, well, yes, doll, I know you did. I would hope so. Um, oops. Need to switch this. There we go. Now it's showing. Got the morning workout in. Did all that good stuff. Quite a few things I did, got out the way, and well, now here we are, yapping about nothing. Maybe some freaks, geeks, oddities, and then some. Actually, what the heck did I title this thing? I can't even remember what I titled it. Let me see. What did paranormal shows and freaks in the occult. Just smell. Okay. There we go. Oh, thank you, Anima. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I should probably do the theatrical welcome, but oh, what the heck.
Welcome to Unexplained Possibilities.
There we go. Um, yeah, this is my one of my relaxing, comfy shirts. Normally I wear hoodies, but it's starting to warm up and everything. But yeah, so paranormal shows. I was looking at a couple. Actually, I was going to put out a review this week for Tim Wood's new show. Um, what is it called? Like the Ghost Town Terror. And Tim Wood, he's from Live Sci-Fi, and this is his second show for Travel Channel. And I was going to review it, but I very much changed my mind. It's just not worth the effort. I was referring to your objection to nudity and saying I wouldn't mind hanging out in a hot springs together platonically. Well, I don't know how to take that, doll. I don't know if I feel honored or if I feel like, man, platonically. Good lord, am I that ugly? So I don't know how to take that. You know what? I guess we'll jump to the freak stuff before the before the paranormal show stuff. But yeah, if you guys didn't listen or pay attention, Anima, she had Devil's Disciples today, early, 8 a.m. PST, that is, 11 a.m. Eastern. And it was a really good talk. Very interesting. And the talk of nudity came up and everything. And I am very much a prude, I guess. Um, like, of course, there's the Crimson Taurus, but that's more so a persona than anything. The actual Melvin here, me, hi. I am a very, very shy, keep to myself. I can't handle this, boobies person. So but it was very interesting, and it got me thinking about like the occult community is really freaky. Not saying the talk or anything they were freaky. Well, it was a little bit of talk about a dominatrix and hiring escorts for altars and stuff like that. But other than that, um, it just got me really thinking because oh, hello, Maeve. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, well, excuse me.
Welcome to Unexplained Possibilities.
There we go. Oh, okay, doll. That's good. Um, what was I saying? Yeah. Anyway, it got me thinking about a few stories that I heard from different occultists and what they've done, what they didn't do, and it's very interesting. Like to get things flowing, there's some freaky stuff, and it's a bit weird to me because I often wonder, do you have to, be very sensual, sexual to get the magic pumping and going? And I understand that sex magic is powerful. It is a release of energy, but at the same time, dancing around naked in front of the fires, because I know Wiccans, true Wiccans anyway, they used to do that or still do that. And I don't know. It's just not something I can visually see myself doing. And I try to always visualize myself doing something that other people speak about so I could get a better idea about it, because I am I'm a visual person. I'm not auditory too much. So sometimes when I'm speaking to someone, it's very difficult for me to pay attention, extremely difficult, because I'm visual. But yeah, I often wonder, like, is it completely necessary? And then saying that, I suppose it may not be necessary, but it is a weird way of connecting more to nature. I guess because we were born nude, and well, we don't really die nude, but we're certainly born nude, and there is a connection there, and it's almost like covering up. We cover up our nature, which is an interesting way of looking at that, actually. If you really think about that, it's almost like we're weakening ourselves, because now we're bringing upon the shame, like I'm ashamed. And I'm not saying, I'm not body shaming, but it's almost like we are afraid to show ourselves in some ways. Sorry, just reading what Maeve says. You guys can see it. It pops up on the screen. But it's just, like, just try. You guys try and pitch. Well, with the exception of Anima, you guys try to, picture yourselves in a group setting and doing a spiritual ritual, and like, it's just, I don't know, it's just hard for me to imagine that. I don't know, man. Like, you got dinglings flinging and boobies bouncing and just hey and all this mess. But that's also a testament to how far you're willing to go. You have to be dedicated, and you do have to look beyond what you see physically, what arouses you physically, and look deeper than that. And I guess in a way you sort of enter a trance. You're not seeing the person's body or the nudity or what you like, dislike. You're seeing the energy, the essence, this naturalness that's coming out. And I suppose bonding, and yeah, in a way bonding and being one with said person, it creates very strong energy. um But again, I'm a prude, so I wouldn't do that. I'm like, Melvin, come join us. No, I don't want to. Actually, oh, this is terrible. So this is how shy I am, guys. Normally I don't share stuff like this, but this is how shy I am. A few years back, I was at a friend's place and they had a hot tub and everything. They invited guys, girls, very attractive girls, and uh, they all hit the hot tub and everything, all having fun. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm over here trying to, like, okay, Melvin, you're gonna do this. You're gonna enter. You're gonna have a good time, and it was just friends being silly. I could not do it. Like, I am so bad in group settings. It's terrible. Um, Everyone else is in the hot tub. Here I am, layered up. I had on at that time. It was a gray hoodie, polo shirt, just plain black polo shirt, two undershirts, um, and then of course pants and whatnot. Small towel. Well, now wait a second. Now, no small towel's going to cut it. All right, let's get that out the way right now. Small towel, get out of here with that nonsense. But yeah, it was terrible. I'm very very shy around people, and I just so here I am. Everyone's over there. I'm all the way over here. Just, hey guys, you look great. I'm enjoying. Please don't look at me. Please don't look at me. You know. um. So anonymity in a group ritual doesn't feel sexual at all. Yeah. Well, I'm happy it doesn't, but definitely not for me. And this was interesting too, because I was reading up on a few. Mm, I would say they were more extreme with whatever it is they were trying to do, but they would do some like hanging from the ceiling mess with hooks in their backs and everything, and literally having blood drip onto people who are nude and doing their ritual. I can't remember what god they were trying to worship or give their energy to or bring forth, and it was disturbing, but at the same time it was like, wow, that is dedication, that's devotion, serious devotion. And I guess that's really what you need when you do anything, is devotion, dedication. Is this truly for you? I mean, but at the same time, you got to be smart about it. I don't know about hanging from the ceiling with freaking hooks in you. I mean, that can't be safe long term, but it got the job done. I can only imagine how powerful of an experience that was for everyone involved. Just like when they do, well, it depends on the family, but we'll say the Gede family in Voodoo, whatever you want to call it. When they bring forth Mama Brigitte, boy, they do some interesting stuff. First, it's the drumming to get the beat going right, to get into that trance, to open that pathway. And music is so important when it comes to sorry, it's Amazon truck. Music is so important when it comes to rituals and magic, and connecting with that energy, because you have to find that right vibration that gets you going, and you're moving and you're grooving, and it's like, wow, I'm in sync. So they do the drumming, just dun 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 dun, and then the dancing starts, the energy starts building up. And yeah, it's like breathing. I mean, you're connecting. And then Maman Brigitte starts coming forth, and when she shows, oh boy, when she shows. But they always test, and the Gide tend to be very very sexual. It's a lot of bump and grinding and just sensuality and sexuality with them, with their rituals and whatnot. um yep, sorry, I was reading something again, guys. Radio silence, that's not good. um Oh, I agree, Maeve. I mean, that's why I do think you have to have the right mindset going in, and you have to have ground rules. And I would even, question people. I would definitely ask, what are you here for? What do you want to accomplish? What is your goal? I would ask that. Like, are you here for spiritual enlightenment? Are you here for an experience, or are you just here to giggle? As you guys can guess, my answer would probably be giggle, and they would kick me on my bum. Um, what was I saying? Oh gosh darn it. Oh yes, my mom Brigitte. So yeah, when she comes forth and everything, it's very sexual and sensual. The drumming is going, and it's like a weird fluidity that happens. And then they do the test. Now, the tests suck if you're lying. So this is how they test you. They get extremely hot peppers and they rub them over the genitals. So if you're lying, oh boy, you're in for a treat. They'll eat the pepper, swallow the juice, all that stuff. And I mean, when I say it's some hot mess, it's some hot mess. And yeah, you don't fake when it comes to that sort of thing. Do not fake. But as much as I love voodoo, I think it is an amazing religion. I don't think it's something that I would worship. Now, before I said I would probably, if I had to pick a religion, I would go into that one. Not anymore. I think it's too much devotion that is needed. And I I wouldn't I wouldn't do it. I think I am too selfish and self-centered, which is okay. I like worshiping me. We should worship ourselves more in a safe way. I'm not saying go out there and be the king of the world, but I am saying that we need to give ourselves more love, whatever that may be. Maybe it's a chocolate cake. And for me, it would be red velvet or vanilla. But for you, it could be a chocolate cake. It could be doing some yoga. Yoga is definitely not for me. Oh my gosh, yoga's terrible. But I do think we need to worship ourselves more, and I feel that sometimes we give our powers away. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I do think we give our powers away too much, and sometimes we don't do enough for ourselves, even if you're working with specific deities and whatnot. I often wonder with people who work with whomever. I mean, it's one of many. And so, uh, yeah, so what Maeve said, I wonder if they give them too much attention, if they listen to them too much. I mean, yes, there are probably consequences for not listening, but at the same time, it's like, well, make it your choice. This is still your life, your choice, your life. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. But I don't know. I just think we give them too much power. And who knows? Maybe that's also a lesson in itself. Don't don't always go for the easy way. And even saying that, it's no easy way working with any type of deity, but certainly I think they will throw obstacles your way to try and teach you, like, hey, don't always rely on me. Use your own head. Don't always try to do something through me. And I think when you become so dependent on something, you lose yourself and you lose your power, you lose your way, and you just become what you don't want to be, a not an outsider anymore, but an insider. And meaning that you become a follower of something you're so devoted to, which is a good thing, but you'll listen to it before yourself. You'll follow anything it says before yourself. You know, I just couldn't. Sometimes we do have to use logic and take a step back. And I notice a lot of times with people in the occult, they don't do that. They don't use the logic that they have and say sometimes, like, hey, I mean no disrespect, but I'm not going to do this. Like, let's come up with a different way. Uh, oh, I can only imagine how draining that is, Maeve. Ugh, ooh, ah. But yeah, so it's just weird. And thank you guys for hanging out. It's awesome. I wasn't really expecting anyone to show up, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, Owen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got to remember to give the theatrical welcome just because I like theatrics. Someone remind me to start doing that. Or maybe I should just record it, put it on a button, and just hit the button and
Welcome.
something like that. Where's everyone from, by the way? Out of curiosity. Well, you don't have to say either if you don't want to say. It's like, no, Melvin, it's none of your freaking business, which I totally understand. But just out of curiosity, where is everyone from? Oh, Canada. Our good old neighbors to the north, or my neighbors to the north. Liverpool. Jolly England. Oi! Who's from Liverpool? Were the Spice Girls from Liverpool, or were they from like where are the Spice Girls from? And I'm almost ashamed mentioning them because it's like it's probably not the manliest thing you can do is mention the Spice Girls, but I like their music. So someone tell me, where's the Spice Girls from? I know they're from the UK, but what part of the UK? Like, are they from Liverpool? Okay, so sporty. So Mel C. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. That's another secret of mine. I like the Spice Girls. Yo, I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really zig a zig og. If you want my future, forget my past. One day I'm gonna have a karaoke night and blow everyone's eardrums away with my terrible singing since I'm completely tone deaf. But Anima says something very interesting. Never lose yourself. You know, I wish it were so easy, but oh, hello, paranormal witch.
Welcome.
It's easy to lose yourself because okay, well, let's look at it this way. All right, you're new to this. You're just now entering the occult. A new door has opened. Something you have never seen or dealt with before. It's a whole new world beyond your imagination. People are allegedly doing things that is impossible, bending reality, manifesting, working with this deity or talking about that deity, and angels watching their backs or whatever. How do you not lose yourself in that? Like, especially if you're going in solo, it's almost impossible. I think everyone who first enters loses themselves, and I think it's more so being able to find yourself. That's what matters most. If you can find yourself out of the chaos after you lose yourself and you're able to rebuild and gain an understanding, I think that will go a longer way, because I think no matter what, you're going to lose yourself. I think it's an energy that you become addicted to in a certain way, and I believe it's almost like perhaps it's an energy for maybe it's a type of reminder. Maybe it's a type of reminder of how easy it is to get caught up in mess. So who knows? Maybe maybe we're supposed to lose ourselves, only to find ourselves. That's a little bit more philosophical than I would like it to be, but it could be some truth to that. We have to. Yeah, it's almost like we have to lose ourselves. We have to strip ourselves of everything we know. Oh wow, we're going back to the nudity. We have to strip ourselves of everything we know, and perhaps that could be symbolized by stripping all our clothes off and being free, being one, and allowing this energy to come in, take over us, so we can reshape and remold ourselves, and we can see beyond and see it's just the body. It's whatever. It's just the body. Darn it, I was supposed to be talking about freaky stuff, and here we are getting philosophical and mess like that. What's happening here? Uh, no, I will not get in the hot spring. That is all you. If I was sure I would make some money from an OnlyFans, you bet your butt I would do it. Although I would probably be the most clothed person on there. um, but this is something to think about. God darn it, Nora! Now you got me thinking. Darn it! I don't even know if you're still here. She might have dipped out now, which is okay if you did. That just means we're not the cool kids. Owen said something. I need to scroll back up for it real quick. Or not? Why isn't this working? Where did these deities come from? I know you did a pendulum read for me, but I honestly didn't expect it to be a deity. I have no idea where deities come from, Owen. I have absolutely no idea. Sometimes I wonder. So we're going into a little bit of fantasy here, but I also think it has some truth to it, to where some deities, I believe, were once man, um, and they have reached the type of enlightenment, a type of understanding. Perhaps it's taken millennia, more than millennia, several millennia, to get to that point. A good example would be Buddha. Buddha was a man. He was human, as human as they can come. And he reached a state of enlightenment, a type of godhood, if you want to call it that many don't reach. So we could see it as human spirits or earth spirits that have evolved or have an understanding and are able to make it to that next level. And then on the opposite hand, it could just be things born from this planet, energy that is compressed together that we help mold and shape. For instance, let's go to some of the old world gods, such as since it's fresh in my head, we'll just use a couple of Egyptian gods. So we have Ra, who's a solar deity, the sun. Then there is Osiris, lord of the underworld. Horus is another solar deity. Trying to think. Actually, no, Greek would be better. I think more people will know the Greek ones. So let's say, oh, here we go. Here's somebody, the keeper of winds, Aeolus. He's a keeper of winds. It's like, what the heck is this? Well, winds is a natural phenomenon on this planet or planets in general. So let's give it a personification. And if so many people believe in that personification, I believe we are feeding it energy. And I believe that we are somewhat bringing it into existence in a weird way. It's like we're creating the gods from natural energy that we see, we experience, we can touch, we know, and we're just personifying it. I suppose a good example or a good visual example of this would be what's this? It's by Neil Gaiman. Oh my God, what is it called? American Gods. There we go. I think that's a good example and a visual example and explanation of that. Very good books, by the way. You guys should definitely check them out if you haven't. But I think that's where partially part of them come from. Another part, I think, could be extraterrestrial, which, I know sometimes people don't like the, oh, come on, Jay. Oh, you didn't like American Gods? I thought it was a good book. And I didn't watch the series, but I thought the books were pretty good. And Coraline's awesome. Oh man. I was thinking of the concept of moving through different states as we grow, shed the child, and become an adult, and we finally die. We're transcending what was embrace, the new reborn. Ooh, I'm gonna have to steal that and put it in a story one day from a wise old cleric. So, I mean, that is metamorphosis. Is it not? I mean, Maeve, that's metamorphosis. That's what happens. And I mean, we all go through it. Sometimes what we turn into isn't exactly what we started off as, and that could be a positive or a negative, but it is a metamorphosis. And you know what, let me change the title of this, because what I wanted to do just completely went out the window. Oh gosh, let's see. So suck at multitasking, guys. Trying to do two things at once is just never a good thing. There we go. All right, title change. We're just yapping at this point. Well, doll, I will add on to that, and I will say that we never lose our child state. Oh, thank you, Paranormal Witch. Wow, man, I need to wear shirts like this more often. Like, quite a few people have actually complimented me on it. Um, anyway, I would say that we never truly lose our childhood state. I think no matter what, we're always a kid at heart, and it's important to stay a kid at heart, because if we lose that, I mean, part of it is a small little bit of innocence we have in a world that is very corrupt and crazy and psycho. But that little piece of innocence reminds you that maybe everything isn't as bad as it is, and it helps you smile and be a little silly, and it can pull you back from the brink. Uh, it will probably not be an OnlyFans happening from me. Yeah. Sorry. Maybe another time though, or another life. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, childhood states are interesting. I'm definitely a kid at heart. Um, I will never change that. I know I'm a kid at heart, and I think that's very much a good thing. You can't lose that little bit of innocence that we have in us. Otherwise, we just go through the world and we're kind of bitter and just ugh. Which it's already enough bitterness, and I don't think we need to add to it. Oh, okay, you meant that type of. Well, it depends on the person. You don't necessarily have to go senile, but I guess it would depend. Oh, 1 second, guys. Someone is messaging me. Give me just a little more time. Okay, never mind. It's no one important. Yeah, paranormal witch. I most certainly do. I actually think we all have a weird ability when we dream. Well, if you can remember your dreams anyway. Because I like to say that there's a moment between the awakened consciousness and the sleeping conscious where we're tapped into something, and we're at our most open. And I think that's when the information comes to us, and it might reveal itself in a dream like a movie or something, but I think we gain that information during that in between period when we're at our most open and vulnerable in a way. And that's something else I know, that you have to be vulnerable when it comes to working magic, working with deities, doing the paranormal, doing anything really. You have to have some type of vulnerability, or else you're just closed off, and you won't you won't have anything. You won't advance to anything. So vulnerability and an openness is definitely needed. But yeah, anyway, paranormal witch, yes, I definitely think you have something psychic happening while you're dreaming. You know what? Since there's so many people here, well, so many for my channel, how would you guys like me to pull an oracle card for somebody? And before I forget, you guys, be sure to tune in tomorrow. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a gamble, but tune in tomorrow at. Oh, so she says 9ish her time, but we're gonna have a yapping at midnight with Bonnie, and Bonnie says she'll be good to go 8ish her time, but I know Bonnie, so it's more like 9ish her time. Um, so I would say tune in tomorrow about 7 p.m. PST. If Bonnie says 6 p.m. my time, then it's probably going to be 7. So yeah, tune in tomorrow for Yapping at Midnight at 7 p.m. PST. Okay, so Oracle, and no, doll, I will not block you. I mean, you have to do something really bad for me to block you, or just be really mean to someone else. Otherwise, I wouldn't do that. That's not, no. Um, okay, so, uh, oh, how are we going to do this? Okay, so let's play a game. Ooh, we'll be like, what was his name? Jigsaw?
I would like to play a game. I need you to pick a number.
No, let's see. I'm trying to think. How are we going to do this? How the heck are we going to do this? I don't know. Oh, okay. So I'm thinking of a movie. Whoever guesses the movie. No, no, no. Don't you guys actually pick numbers? Don't worry. I'm thinking of a movie. Whoever gets the movie will get the first card. Make it a little bit interactive. No, Jay, you got to work for it. Darn it. That's how this goes. Um. Okay, so trying to think. Oh, here we go. All right. So it is a remake of a movie that came out in the 1960s, perhaps 1969. It is paranormal horror. It stars Tony Shalhoub, F. Murray Abrams, Niecy Nash is in it. Um, it involves a mansion. Um, Not House on no, Tony Shalhoub is not in House on Haunted Hill. That was Catherine Zeta-Jones and Owen Wilson, not Psycho. The remake came out in, oh, when did it come out? Like 2001? Okay, so let me give you more of a hint. It is the first part of it is the bad luck number. So if anyone knows the bad luck number, then that's the first part. The second part of it is another name for a specter, I should say, or a. There you go, Maeve. All right, So Maeve got it. Maeve, you get to choose between the Shadows of Light or the Angelarium. Yeah, 13 Ghosts. That's a great movie if you guys haven't seen it. The original is good too, but I prefer the remake. But yeah, very, very good movie. Highly recommended. Don't worry, it will be more chances. Oracle of Shadows and Light. All right, so it's this one here. Pick a number. Wait, no, yeah, okay. Pick a number. Darn it, doll, you're throwing me off. Pick a number between 1 and 45. No. 13 Ghosts, the one with Tony Shalhoub, is a remake of the one from the 60s. Darn it, Jay. $44. Oh, okay. That's an easy number to pull out. So I have no idea what this is going to say. 44. 448. This is for May. And to see who gets second choice, someone has to pick a number between 1 and 100. Whoever comes closest to the number that's in my head or picks the number will get it. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So for oracles, I read from the book, and you guys have to forgive my terrible reading skills in advance. And Maeve, you got Marie Masquerade, glamour, intrigue, drama. So, just pick one number, guys. Just one. Otherwise, I won't be able to keep track of it. Although I will say that one of you is extremely, extremely close to what I had in my head. And when I say extremely close, I mean they're just 2 numbers off. All right. So what number are you? Number 14. Okay, here we go. Marie is very much like the famed queen of France, Marie Antoinette. She is stylish and delightful, always finding new and fascinatingly creative ways to amuse herself. Wherever she is, there is decadence and style, truly glamorous moments, and lavish entertainments. But even she knows she is simply amusing herself and that there is a hole at the center of her being, where she wishes she were loved for who she truly is and could rely on her talent and style to express herself and not be judged for this. To be her friend is no problem at all as long as you remain truly yourself. Only being with her has somehow made you wish to be more like her. Look beneath the mask and the beauty and the exquisite stylings and see into her heart. Be her friend and be her companion, but never forget who you are and what is important to you. This is her speaking. Someone is about to invite you to be involved in something very intriguing, and this person will ask you in ways that are ever so charming. So the temptation will be ever so strong. Because the person is beautiful and talented and powerful, you are flattered. But the truth is, you run the risk of paying a very high price for this brush with fame or glory. Be sure that the politics and the intrigues are ones you truly wish for in your life, because there's often a sacrifice that must be made, and many consequences are currently hidden from you. It is tempting, no doubt, but it may not be within your best interest to pursue the strange, slightly tainted offer that will be made. And this is the message. There is gossip and intrigue around the person you admire and wish to be like in some way. This person has need of a true friend and not the need of an admirer. This card can come up when you experience jealousy and envy of those you feel are undeservingly more successful and beloved than you are. The message is to focus on your own hard work and to create your own style. If you are the subject of gossip, no, you cannot control what is said about you. Live your life and move through. Oh, good Lord, tongue twisted. Live your life and move through this with grace. When Marie Masquerade comes up, there are some people around. Who want to befriend another, but simply for the influence. It is not coming from the heart. And despite her beauty and success, anyone in Marie's position needs true friends. Look inside and see if you have attempted to network instead of befriend. Know the difference. Do not keep false friends, fair-weathered friends. Be true to your own vision as opposed to what is currently fashionable and considered desirable. Creating rather than following. All right, there you go, Maeve. So let's see who is next. Let me go back to the numbers. So Doll has it. So yeah, Doll, you get it. You said 77 originally. The number was 75, and then of course you say 75. So Doll, what verse would you want? The Oracle of Shadows and Light, or do you want the Angelarium? And hello, Drum Witch, welcome. Oh, god darn it, didn't I tell you guys to remind me to do the theatrical welcome? Let me try that again.
Welcome, Drum Witch, to Unexplained Possibilities.
So Doll, which one do you want? Angelarium or Oracle of Shadows and Light? Oops, put this in backwards. There we go. Angelarium. Well, it's too late, Maeve. I already did it. Unless someone else showed up. God darn it. Again, too late. It must be a lag. Okay, so the Angelarium's interesting because this forces me to use more intuition than I would prefer, but we'll see. So, pick a number. Oh, one or two. Pick a no. No. This is for, actually, you know what? So for the third person, pick another number between 1 and 100, and if whoever picks the number or comes closest to it, I will give them a reading as well. So you picked 1. I was trying to think if I wanted you to pick 2 numbers or not, but 1 will do. Dun 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 dun. Oh, well, this is a problem. So two people pick numbers that are literally exactly they're two different numbers, but they are exactly the same amount apart from each other. So I think you guys can, on this time you could pick more than one. I'll give you two shots. So this is for Daw. And again, thank you guys for hanging out with me and yapping and all of this. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good time. Hope everyone's day is going good. Okay, so you said number one. Oh, interesting. You got Rent, the Angel of Time. Gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful deck. I love it. Okay, let's see what it says here. Now, this is the only thing I don't like about the Angelarium is there are no numbers on the card, so I can't just go to it. I have to hunt this son of a monkey's uncle down. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Oh, and someone is literally just one number off the number that's in my head. All right, Rinth. Eternally vigilant and forever burning, Rinth is the movement through space measured out with depth precision. Our footsteps upon the earth mark its passing, for we are all bound to time. One by one, we tick and talk, and every life is counted even as those lives pass. We are all sand, and seconds and moments all fleeting. Fire burns until it doesn't. Lives are lived until they aren't. Dreams are dreamt until we wake. Rent stands by all of this, counting. What better unit of measure than the souls that pass through the tree of life into Angelarium? Rinth walks between the pillars of past and present, turning every other corner in every second. Rinth's movements can be seen in our own as a fulcrum between moments, and his signs are a clock, a torch, a wave. And I would say for you, doll, you need to learn how to have more patience and let things occur when they occur. Stop trying to force things to happen prematurely. Otherwise, you're just going to give yourself a headache and drive yourself crazy. Things happen when they're supposed to happen. It is a natural order and a natural way to time and how it flows. You're not missing out. You're not going too slow. You're not going too fast. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen at the time it's supposed to happen. Embrace that. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Don't try to change it. Embrace it. Let things flow like the natural order wants it to. All right. So there we go. Okay, so let's see who got it. Paranormal Witch. The number I thought about was 50. So originally two people were both 20 away. It's just one. So it was very interesting. So that's why I said reselect. But number I thought about was 50. Paranormal Witch gets it. Yeah, well, waiting might be what you need to do. That could be your lesson. Learn to be patient or work within the wait period. You know, you don't necessarily have to sit and do nothing while you're waiting. You can do other things. There's no rule saying I have to wait and do nothing or I want the, no. You can do something in the meantime, but you can't force something that's not ready. It'll it'll be done when it's done. Your wait will be over when it's over. Stop trying to force mess. Oh no. Oh geez. Oh no. I'm so sorry you got a concussion. That freaking sucks. Yes, rest up and thank you for joining, but definitely rest up. And so Paranormal Witch, you get to choose between the Angelarium or the um or oh good lord, the Angelarium or the Shadows of Light. Pick your poison. Jeez, I'm just making a mess over here. And if you guys haven't done so yet, if you're enjoying, please go ahead and hit the like button. And even if you're not enjoying, hit the dislike button. It's all good. Be sure to share and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Shadows of Light. I figured you say that. Okay. Pick a number. Paranormal Witch. Pick a number between 1 and 45. Just Paranormal Witch, please. I say that, and I'm waiting to see who's going to be the smart aleck. $28. Oh, that's a very good number. My birthday is on the 28th, not of this month, but it is a very good number. Okay. So this is for Paranormal Witch. So, like I said before, oracles I usually just read from the book. And I hope you guys don't mind that too much. And I guess, you know what? We'll do something special. I'll pull out some tarot cards for the next person who picks a number between it's going to be impossible, but I don't think anyone will guess the number, but whoever comes closest, pick a number between 1 and 500. And I will pull out some tarot cards for that person, plus an oracle. Okay. All right. Oh, you got one of my favorite cards. Okay. All right, so Paranormal Witch, you got out trick or treating. We're here. There goes. Good look at this card. This is a good one. I like this card. So let's see what it says. Number 5. Now, I will say this, somebody is close. I won't say who, but there is someone who is close. You could keep guessing, by the way. Okay, here we go. This is about trick or treaters. Knock, knock. They're here. At your door, front or back, or at a window dressed in black, appear four little ones, if you include the little jack-o'-lantern. They may look scary, but take some time to discover what they have bubbling away in the cauldron. It could be wonderful, and yet you may be fearful that it's woeful. It's going to take courage to find out the truth. But if you do find that courage, you'll discover that you need not be scared by the appearance of death. He's just here to help you change. And Jack O'Lantern is here to help you light up something you've been hiding from. The little witch with her apprentice, they are ready to help you understand the depth of your magic. Don't be afraid. And this is them speaking. We may look dark and scary to some, but truly we are also fun and peace-loving magical ones. Don't judge everyone by appearance. Instead, understand what lies beneath and discover what it is they want, and then feel out for any strings attached. We want you to exercise your feelings, your clairsentience, the ability to know and not to rely upon appearance for your signals. Then we would like you to meet with us so we can share our experiences with you and hear more of your story too. And this is the message. It's up to you to now decide whether you are going to take the time to discover what something is really all about, or simply judge it based on how it appears to be at first glance. The trick or treaters help you see through conditioning and old thought patterns, and as they do this, they may reveal to you a world of more wonder than you thought possible. And all you need is courage. Okay, so there you go, Paranormal Witch. And another look at them. I like this card. It's really a cool looking card. I love the art in here. All right. So, let's see what we got. As I put this in backwards. Well, I don't know if you being put to sleep is a good thing or a bad thing, doll. So, hopefully it's a good thing. And you're welcome, Paranormal Witch. Okay, so I'm just going over the numbers again real quick, guys. Let's see what everyone said. So Noella actually wins it. The number I was thinking of was 750. Wait, 750. Is that right? Yeah, 750. You're 20 off. Or was it? I don't know. Oh my gosh, I can't remember my numbers. Did I even say? No, I said between 1 and 500. What am I talking? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Oh my god. I had a mind fart. Okay, do over. Do over. Sorry guys. I totally can't remember what even I said. Oh my gosh. I'm going senile. I'm getting old. Between 1 and 500. Oh, okay. Now I remember my number. Okay. God darn it, Noella. Get out of here, you troll. Okay, you know what? I'm going to be fair. I'm just going to give it a do-over. Between 1 and 500. And everyone pick a new number. I switched the numbers up in my head. So everyone pick a new number. I want to be fair because that, Jesus Christ, that's terrible. Owen got it. Owen got it. Right on the money. Oh, hello, Zarina Zaya Crow. Welcome. Oh, god darn it, you guys, you forgot to remind me to do the theatrical welcome.
Welcome, Zarina Zaya Crow. This is Unexplained Possibilities.
Yeah, anyway. But yeah, Owen got it. 333. So Owen, yeah, we'll pull some cards for you. And let's see what we got. I'll let you choose the deck. You could choose the you have a choice from the Llewellyn, the Rider White, the Rackham, or the Thoth. So I have a decent idea on which one you will pick, but I want to hear it from you. I knew it. Yeah, that was the one. Okay. Dun 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 dun. So I'm going to pick 3 cards for you, and we're going to do a past, present, future, and I will choose one from top, middle, and bottom. Top will be past, middle will be present, and bottom will be future. Oh, right on. Galatia deck. Nice. So, Owen, wow, something popped out by itself. I'm going to put this to the side. You know what? I guess I'll stop right there, actually. I was going to say, tell me when to stop, but since it came out like that. Interesting. All right. Oh, thank you, Zaya. So far, quite a few people like the shirt. I need to start wearing it more. Gosh darn it. Why have I not done this? Apparently, this is what I need to get viewership. Okay, so, Owen, for the pass, we start off with the 10 of disc or pentacles, whatever you want to call it, wealth. And this is weird because the Thoth always makes things look darker than what it actually is for me. But I want to say, and the funny thing is, with this being a pass card, I don't necessarily, well, Jiren, you can fall off a cliff. I don't necessarily think this is you being super, super wealthy or anything like that. I think in the past you sought out knowledge. I feel like this is knowledge. You were always a knowledge seeker, and I think it got you in trouble in the past. I think unfortunately the knowledge you sought out, it didn't lead to good things, or people couldn't understand why you were seeking it out. It's almost like you had to break away from tradition or break away from normal. I don't know if you had support or not, but it's like you were seeking knowledge, you had a wealth of it, but people couldn't understand it, and maybe you were even judged for it. And that, I think, will now bring us to the present, which is the Knight of Wands. Wands being fire, um, fire, passion, desire going forth. And now you're going for full fledged. And I think this is all about knowledge. I think this is about you having a burning desire to learn more, to understand more. And this is your present at the moment. You are trying to learn and gain, grow, and not be stopped, which is very interesting because this is something that you're passionate about and you're making your passion into a reality. Um, I will say that from time to time, take a break. I do think you need to take a break from time to time because you're putting so much energy into this. And we can also view wands like magic wands. And, when we do magic, we put out our energy. We use energy to manifest, to bring into existence, to change or warp reality, bend reality, whatever you want to call it. And I think you might be putting out too much to where you can get exhausted and drained and maybe even irritable. And chances are, you probably get annoyed with stupid people, and then you're ready to slap somebody with that freaking wand, which is okay. We all want to slap somebody. But anyway, I want to say that you're doing what you're passionate about. You're doing what you love. But remember to take steps away, take steps back. And I think you have to listen as well. Listen to the adversary, I want to say. Don't be closed minded to someone who might have an extremely different view than you. And I say that because you can learn from an adversary, you can learn from the opposite. It will give you a different idea, a different perspective. So I think sometimes you can be closed minded. So to certain things. So don't be closed minded. Don't do that. But yeah, you're learning, you're gaining this knowledge, it's your passion, you're going for it, going forth with it. And keep doing that. And it takes us to the Six of Cups, pleasure. And this is your future. It looks like you're going to establish and build connections. Oop, let's put it over here, away from the letter. Let's go back here, whatever. You're building connections. You will have a group, I want to say, of like-minded individuals that you can all learn from each other. More so than that, it's going to help you all grow, and it brings you a peace of mind. It's what you want. It's not just you being solo. So I think if right now you're walking a solo path, being that lone wolf, then I think that's going to change. I think you're going to have a group of peers who understand you. And I think that's what we all want, is understanding. And I think you will have people who understand and will listen, will share. And it goes both ways. You will speak and share and, give, take, all that good stuff. I think you will eventually find a group for you that it's just going to feel right. It is right. But yeah, you're definitely headed in the right direction with the future. You will feel good about it. You will feel good. It feels positive. I want to smile with this. I'm not much of a smiler. And this is the card that came out by itself. It is the world, or the universe in this deck, and completion. I want to say completion. You will complete whatever lesson that you are trying to learn. You will gain an understanding that perhaps you didn't have before, but it is completion. You understand yourself better. and it comes full circle. And you're able to challenge yourself to that next level, to challenge yourself more, take on more challenges. So, yeah, pretty freaking cool. So there you go, Owen. As a first deck, should I get the standard Rider White? Well, I started off with the Rider White. I think most people do, but and this might be a cop out. I hope it isn't, but Jirian, I would say find what speaks to you. It may not necessarily be, this guy here. It could be the Morgan Greer, I think it's called. Sometimes you have to find what speaks to you, but it's not a bad place to start. Actually, I would say look into the Thoth or a Marseille deck. A Marseille deck, because of the pips, it forces you to use your intuition more, and it is a little bit harder to read, but you won't be lazy with it. So I would actually say look into them for you, Jurian. I don't know why it just popped in my head, but I would say look into a Marseille deck or the Thoth. I think that would be better for you than the Rider White. I think you're the type who needs to be challenged. So Marseille deck or the Thoth. I think that's the one. Oh, now I just see what your comment said. Well, I'm happy I switched it up there for you, buddy. Good lord. Okay. Now, Zaya, here's the thing. I play a little game for people, so it's somewhat fair, so I just don't pick this person to read or that person. Gotta play the game, and if you win, then you'll get your cards pulled. So let's see. This will be the final one. Hold up. I think I have a deck here. Where is it? Here it is. Tarot of Marseille. Something like this. So I don't use this deck, but it's just one that's in the collection. These are the pips. So this is what I was talking about. Let's see if we can find some majors real quick. Yeah, it's a very popular deck. Yeah. Wow, I cannot find the majors in this thing. Did I not put it in order? Here we go. Chariot, the Lovers. So, the Lovers. While I'm doing this, you guys, this will be for the last one. Pick a number between pick a number between 1 and 750. So let's see. Very funny, Maeve. There's our smart Alec. Doll, didn't you already get an oracle or something? Okay, well, some of you guys are going to get awfully upset, but there is one person who is very, very close. There's okay, maybe I'll do two more. But yeah, there's one person that is extremely close. So I'll give it 10 more seconds. Where is my timer at? Where the heck is this thing? Why did I hide this? Oh, fine. I'll go over here and do it. Oh, I just hit the wrong button. God darn it. Oh, there's the timer. All right, 10 more seconds starting now. Okay, and we're done. No more numbers. So the person who gets it, you know what? I almost pulled the Bonnie. I almost put these up when it's a chance I'm going to be using them again. So gosh darn it, I got on her case for that. No. The person who gets it is. Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, Ireland. Ireland gets it with number 3. The number in my head was 15. So just by default, she gets. Everyone else was in the hundreds. So there we go. Ireland, you can choose. Well, you can choose between the Thoth, the Rackham, the Rider White, or the Llewellyn. Same deck. Okay. Alrighty then. So, anything specific, or just pull a past, present, future thing, or what are we dealing with here? All right. So after Ireland, then I will do one more, and then I will end it. So, for the next one though, we're not going to do numbers. We're going to do another movie. And let's see. Trying to think what movie. What movie? Okay, here we go. So it is technically, yeah, it's technically a 8-movie franchise, but it's about to have a 9th entry, most likely next year. They're in pre-production, and it is something I'm passionate about that no one would actually know. And it is not science fiction. It is not fantasy. What, Ireland? You can't guess. We're doing yours right now. Get out of here. Not science fiction, not fantasy. And I guess you could say the first movie in the franchise is technically a love story on a weird technicality. So, all right. Ireland, we're gonna do past, present, and future. Oh, what's your question, by the way? So, 8-movie franchise, soon to be 9. 8-movie franchise, soon to be 9. The very first movie is a bit of a love story. As the movie goes on, as they go on, you see an evolution of the main character. Spiritual growth. Okay. So what's going on with spiritual growth in Ireland? Spiritual growth in Ireland. Not Evil Dead. I don't think that has 8 movies in there. I think they have 3, a TV show, a reimagining, and a soon to be fourth film. Okay. Not Born. And wait, it's not a horror film or nothing like that either. So, Ireland, we're going to choose top, middle, and bottom for you and see what we got. I hope you don't mind me saying Ireland either. I just see that and it sticks out, so it's easier for me to recall because the BCFC I will definitely forget. Whoa, card shot out by itself. I should ban you, Jurian. How dare you? 2 cards shot out by themselves, but I think that was from me having butterfingers. Let's try that one more time. Titanic, get out of here with that nonsense. Not Planet of the Apes, but I see where you're coming from. But again, not fantasy, not science fiction, nothing like that. Okay, here's another hint, and you'll probably get it from this one. It's a sports movie. A sports franchise. Ooh, Ireland. Not Fast and the Furious. Not Jurassic Park. Someone else being funny. Okay. You know, Ireland, this is really cool because you got one of my favorite cards from the deck, and it's Zaya got it. Okay. It's the Star. This is my favorite card from the Thoth, and it's out with the old, in with the new, and it is. There's only 2 movies in The Longest Yard, the original and then the remake with Adam Sandler. Out with the old, in with the new. This is you having a transformation. This is you now having to let go of almost like old thoughts and old energies. So you need to bathe and bring in new energies, new thoughts, and not be afraid of exploring and going forth with them. New possibilities are going to open when it comes to spirituality. I would probably say you're about to attract new energies, whether it be in the form of a deity, people, or just you feeling good. But you are going to experience a change, and it's a welcome change. It's a change that you need to have open arms for. You know, have your arms out and open. Yeah, you're about to enter a whole new world. There is growth that is approaching, but again, it's up to you to accept it. And that's the beautiful thing about this. It's all about choice. If you can get over your fears, if you can get over what people might say or might think, then you're going to be a-okay, which takes us to the Ace of Cups. And this is a brilliant one because I like to think cups, I like to think aces as the universe gifting us tools to help. The Ace of Cups you can almost see as a trophy, a reward, but I believe it goes deeper than that. I believe it is you almost getting a trophy, getting out of an old way of thinking. If you were stuck in a web, if you were stuck in repetition, in your present, you're breaking away from that. And because you're breaking away from that, you get rewarded. You have a sense of completion that will come to you. It will feel different. It will feel better. You'll feel more appreciative. And it's something that you need. You know, I don't know if you're underappreciated or if you've been having a struggle or what, but that changes. This changes, and the universe is like, here you go. Your cup runneth over. Good things are coming to you. It's what you need. You need a break, you know, and you need to be spiritually open, and you're rewarded for that. Even though it's a little scary, enlightenment, awakenings, whatever you want to call it, those things are scary as sin, and they're never ever fun to deal with, because it's almost like a slap to the face when reality hits you and your eyes actually open for the first time, and you get a download, I guess you could say, and it's like, oh boy, oh shoot. You experience things that you haven't experienced before. You feel energy that you haven't felt before, and it can be overwhelming. It could definitely be overwhelming. And then next up, the Eight of Wands. Yet again, the Eight of Wands. So this is mess happening fast, going in all directions, but rainbow. There's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. What's happening is supposed to happen, and expect a change, and I do believe it's going to come a little bit faster than what it's been going. The more you study, the more you try to understand, the more you open up, the quicker it's going to happen. If you resist, it goes slower, but it's never going to stop. It's still going to occur. Your change is going to occur, and little things are going to happen to keep you noticing it. It's almost like if you have a ghost in your home or something like that, and it's aware it's a ghost, and it's aware that you're there, and it wants your attention. It's going to do little things to get you to notice and ramp up more and more and more until you acknowledge it. So it's almost like you have to acknowledge the change that you're going through, accept it, and work within it, and it'll be a smoother transition, a quicker transition, because it's coming regardless. It's not going to stop, and I think you'll be more fulfilled when it happens, or after it happens, I should say. But you're definitely dealing with a change of spirituality, a growth, energy. You're evolving. Oh yeah, definitely accept it, because it's not going to stop until you do. It's like, no. So you might even have a calling, and so good luck with that. Who got mad about what? All right, so let me check. Whoa, holy cow, that jumped. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 moment. Just checking messages. And that is no one I care about. So again, no one important. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Ireland. Zaya, you are up. So you get your choice of the Thoth, Rackham Tarot, Rider White, or the Llewellyn. Pick your poison.
What you buying? What you selling?
I want to replay Resident Evil 4 now. Last one. What was the last one? The Llewellyn? Alright, the Llewellyn it is. Oh, the movie was Rocky. So you have Rocky 1 through 5, and then Rocky Balboa, which would be the 6th title. And then in the franchise, even though they're spin-offs, you have Creed. You have Creed 1 and Creed 2, and Creed 3 is in development production. Even though I really only count Rocky 1. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, I read what Paranormal Witch said. I only really like Rocky 1 through 4. Okay, so the Llewellyn. Let's lay you guys down. Actually, out of curiosity, if you guys have seen Rocky, what is your favorite one out of that series? My favorite is Rocky 4, but Rocky 3 is the best in the franchise, and I will fight anyone who says differently. Okay, so this is for Zaya. Oh, you like Rocky 5? What? Really? Or are you talking about Creed? Wait, Rocky son or Apollo Creed son? Hold up. All right, there we go. Oh my god, you like Rocky 5? Really? Huh. You might be on an island alone, but that's what makes you unique. Rocky 5. Wow. I'm actually blown away by this. I think you're the first person I've ever known who likes Rocky 5. Son of a monkey's uncle. Kind of just made my day. All right. This is for Zaya. Anything specific that you want to know, or let them fall where they fall? How are we doing this? Oh, wow, that's interesting. So we have a little bit of chaotic energy for whatever reason. Um, like normally these cards shuffle just really, really good, but I'm having resistance. So it's a little bit of chaotic energy, I want to say. Which is alright. We'll get through that. It's no big deal. And let's see. Future path. So we'll also do the same thing. Card from the top, card from the middle, and card from the bottom. And we'll see what comes out for you. Hey, stop messing up, guys. Come on, get it together. And again, if you guys weren't here earlier, tomorrow I'm going to be live for Yapping at midnight with Bonnie. It's it's going to start most likely 7 p.m. PST, because I don't think Bonnie has ever been on time for anything. Like, I'm pretty sure she actually passed away and she just didn't reach death, and he's still there waiting like, hey, what's going on here? Supposed to be here 10 years ago. What's happening? All right, let's give it one more mix. Woo! That was the one. That was the one. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Oh darn. You know what? Okay, so you're getting a bonus card as well. I'm just checking real quick. Okay. Um all right. So, it's nothing but major arcanas here. And we have the Empress. And the Empress, I like to say, is divine femininity, where this is the ultimate woman. She has power, she has confidence, she's sitting on her throne, knowing her mess. I believe she's represented by Venus, so this is like the ultimate woman. But there was a fall. This is where you were, I want to say. I think part of you is still here, but there was definitely a fall because we have the tower. You lost your way because of the tower. You were here, but you lost your way, and you had to go back to basics, go back to your foundation. It was a fall. It was literally a fall from grace. But just because the tower is sometimes destruction and crumbling, it doesn't necessarily mean we're destroyed and we can't get back to where we were. It just means you need to reinvent yourself, and you need to find yourself again and build yourself back up to get back to her. So the essence of the Empress is still there. It's just you now have to evolve and become a different type of Empress. And you had to, I want to say, have the tower happen. You had to fall. It had to happen. So you can learn certain lessons that you may not have been learning otherwise. And now it's rebuilding, which isn't a bad thing because you're now discovering stuff about yourself that you may have forgotten or you may not have believed, etc., etc. And then we go to the moon. The moon is cool in the sense of skeletons coming out of the closet. What wasn't seen is now seen. Not only are you now moving, because this is a movement card, not only are you now moving and navigating the unseen, but you have a greater understanding. And I believe that's something that you were lacking. I don't think you had the understanding you needed to have about yourself or about even others around you. But this is now you going forward and looking into the shadows, accepting the shadows, accepting that darkness, I want to say, which is kind of weird for me to say that, but it's an acceptance. It's like, I understand, I accept it. And because of that, you're able to move forward. So you are going forward. You're definitely going forward. You're seeing more, you're experiencing more. But I do have to say as well, the moon doesn't illuminate everything. There are still secrets around you. There are still shadows around you. So I guess I want to say you're still dealing with a fallout, and you might still be dealing with people who don't have your best interests at heart, and they are in the shadows, unfortunately. So I would be cautious of that. You're navigating, but these people are what they are. So I would be cautious of that, but keep on navigating, keep flying the way you're flying. You're going the right direction. You're doing what you need to do. And interestingly enough, and this is the bonus card here, we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is a bit different from the Empress. The Emperor is very masculine energy, and it is represented by Aries from the Zodiac, I think. Yeah, Aries and the Emperor. So that fire energy, that leadership, this aggressiveness. I want to say it is now time for you to be aggressive in your pursuits. And with the Empress here, the Empress is a bit more passive. Where is she? God darn it. You're not the Empress. Here she is. So the Empress is a bit more passive, relaxed, and it's like, I'm gonna let things handle themselves, work themselves out. But no, feels like you need to be the Emperor. Like, yeah, his shield is down, but he still has a rod in his hand, and he'll crack somebody upside the head with it if need be. And I feel like you need to be aggressive in your pursuits. You need to let the world know that, hey, I'm here, I'm not broken, I'm still going. And you can't let people walk over you. That's what it feels like. You can remain respectful and not have someone walk over you. That's how you're going to achieve. It feels like you were too passive. I think you were too passive. And now it's time for you to be more aggressive in everything that you do. You know, if you want to do something, go out and do it. That's the important thing. Make it happen. Don't don't think it's just going to come to you now. It's make it happen and release that aggressive energy. If you want to share your practice, share your practice, show the world. If you want to yap, go ahead and yap. You know, it's an aggressiveness that you need to let out, that fiery energy. It's now time to have that happen. So I want to say this year for you is a year of not only expression but doing. This is a year you get things done, and you get things done because you're now evolving from the passive Empress and evolving into an aggressive Emperor. But at the same time, you're navigating the shadows and seeing what you need to see, what doesn't want to be seen, and embracing a part of you that you may have neglected. So there you go, Zaya. Alrighty. So I think that's everyone. I hope you guys liked that. If you didn't, well, that's okay. I don't hate you. Put you in here. And back you go. Boop. Doop, doop. Alrighty. So there we go, done with the tarot and just hanging back for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna call it a day and head off. And I don't know, probably actually, hold up, where is my drink? Darn it, I got a drink here and I didn't even. There we go. Oh, thank you, Zaya. So anyone want to take a guess on what I'm drinking? Here it is. Kind of looks like, well, it doesn't look great on camera, but it is delicious. I will say that it is two things mixed together. One is carbonated, the other is not. Not peach, but it does involve a fruit for one of them. Let's see. Come on, can someone guess it? Make my day and guess it. Oh, vodka and Sprite. Boy, that would be a combination for me, but I don't drink alcohol, so it's not vodka. It's not Sprite. I don't know what avocado is. I have no idea what that is. I've never heard of that. All right, I'll give you guys one more shot, and then that'll be it. One more guess. You know, I say it all the time. Banana, ugh. That would be a heck of a mixture. No, not banana, not mango. Um, I am having lemonade mixed with ginger ale. Well, it's not even lemonade. It's actually lemon water mixed with ginger ale, and it's really good. So there you guys go. But thank you guys for hanging out. Virgin blood, I hear it's delicious, kind of sweet, little fruity, good for the skin. The Dark Lords love it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and yapping and all that good stuff. Hope you all enjoyed, and feel free to share this with friends or family or whomever. Don't share it, it's up to you. But definitely be here tomorrow. Gonna have a yapping at midnight with Bonnie, even though it's not gonna be midnight, but it's midnight somewhere, right? So thank you guys again, and bye bye.